far, we have the most votes tonight, and it looks like we are headed to the runoff. And I sure like our chances on May 21st. You see, I'm ready. I'm ready to work as hard as it takes, to get up as early as it takes, and to give everything I've got to earn a powerful victory this May. Let's be clear, we are going to win this race. And this is how we're going to do it. You see, I got into public service to get LA back to basics, to do the hard but essential work that makes a good city great, fixing our streets, creating jobs, fighting crime, making a difference block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, and to lift up all of Los Angeles. So, if you're looking for plain old problem solving instead of pontificating, you've come to the right place. And if you want somebody who rolls up his sleeves and gets the job done, who cut violent crime here in this district by 2/3, who made sure there's an after-school program at every school in the district, who tripled the number of parks from 16 to 47. That's 31 new parks in the council district with the least amount of land. And my campaign is your campaign. And I need you to join with me in this runoff. I need you to work with me for a city that actually works again, for all of us. And I need you to lead with me toward a city hall that's not some distant monument, but a workshop for solutions, a place where broken things get fixed once and for all. There's a reason that we're gathered here tonight in Hollywood, a neighborhood that was run down and written off when I started representing it, a neighborhood that was in the heart of Los Angeles, our most famous name, but it also stood for everything that was wrong in the city and everything that needed to be made right. Let others make sweeping promises. Let others sell you rhetoric backed up by phony numbers. But I want you to look around. What you'll see is something else, and it's called a record. It's a record of businesses that are thriving because government got off their back and is now by their side. It's a record of streets that are safe and vibrant and filled with families and tourists that for too long had stayed away. It's a record of real pension reform, of responsible budget cutting, of getting ourselves through tough times so that we can protect core services that people depend on in our neighborhoods. And it's not just here in Hollywood. It's in Echo Park, Silver Lake, Atwater Village, Glassell Park, historic Filipino town, this entire district. And it's why this district is ranked #1 by the Chamber of Commerce in job growth in the midst of a recession. I'd like to say we accomplished it because of great leadership, but we didn't, at least not in the singular sense. We did it because leadership, we understood, doesn't just exist up here at a podium, but it's out there on the streets. It's every block and every street and every neighborhood in this city that is waiting to be unleashed. The creativity and the genius that is Los Angeles, we will bring back. And that's what I'm going to do as the next mayor of Los Angeles. I have a jobs agenda, a jobs first agenda for the city, to get us back to work, to create 20,000 great green jobs, to establish a one-stop job training centers at our community colleges, to teach our kids the languages of success, not just foreign languages, but computer programming languages, and to protect vocational education centers, like the Aviation Training Center in Van Nuys. I just went out with a dozen of those students today, and we had some Tommy burgers and talked about the future of our city. We want to make sure that our kids can get good jobs, whether they have a college degree or not. But before we get there, this city has a choice to make. It's a choice between identifying problems and solving them. It's a choice between rosy promises and proven results. Like this neighborhood that's been reborn right outside these doors. And it's a choice between a mayor's office that's bought and paid for by the power brokers at the DWP union, or a mayor's office that is by the people, for the people, and of the people of Los Angeles. That's the office that I intend to fill. And while this night is not over, and all the results are not in, I want to say some thank yous. First, to Jan Perry, my colleague who reminded us that government is best when it works within its means, when it thinks creatively, and she has brought things to neighborhoods that had not seen them for decades. I want to thank Kevin James, who challenged us with respect, intelligence, and wit. Manuel Pleitez, who bravely entered this race, brought a crucial private sector perspective to this public debate. LA needs all of you. We need all of them. And let's thank them for their service and for their selflessness. And above all, I want to thank Wendy Gruhl on her showing tonight as well. I know that she cares deeply about this city, and that's why I know she'll be a formidable opponent in this campaign. Someone who I hope will help elevate the debate in the days and the weeks ahead. But let's enjoy tonight. After we enjoy this moment and this evening, let's get back to the real work of this campaign. And let's never forget why we're in this race. To dream big, of course, but to always take care of the basics first. And then to that end, I want to invite you tomorrow. Don't stay out too late, because our work continues. At the Vandy campus, the Innovation Center there, the corner of Fletcher and San Fernando Road, at 11 a.m., we're going to kick off this runoff. And we're going to kick it off strong. We're going to kick it off with you and with a vision of where we're going to take this city. And lastly, let me just say this. I can't believe that we are all here tonight. In the second largest city in America, and the best one. Having accomplished our goal in the first step to get to the second. This was because people walked precincts, made phone calls, asked friends for donations, hit up family, acquaintances, colleagues. We had more donors than any campaign. We had more donations than any campaign. We had more walkers and talkers than any campaign. And we showed that this campaign is not the campaign of the few. It is the campaign of all of us. So thank you to my staff, and thank you especially to my family, to my sister and brother-in-law, my nephews, to my mother and father. My father, I think, made 180 calls today. Of course, that person who was our unofficial campaign manager this entire time, my wife, Amy Lakeland. And our beautiful daughter who I put to sleep. I'm so humbled to be here before you. I promise you that tomorrow, I'm going to roll up my sleeves, we're going to get to work, and we're going to win this campaign. Thank you.